You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the December 19th, 2023 meeting of LaPorte County Regional Sewer and Water District Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Okay, call the meeting of the LaPorte County Regional Sewer District to order for December 19, 2023. Let's salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
John Carr.
Here.
Mark Danielson.
Here.
Mitch Bishop.
Here.
Marcella Kunster. Jerry Jackson is not here. Amanda Laners, not here. So we have a quorum.
Okay. Minutes from November 24th, 2023.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Are there any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Public comment. Anyone wishing to speak needs to state their name and address for the record, and we'll have 3 minutes to speak. Do we have anybody on Zoom for public comment?
Looks like maybe Georgette Joyce is getting connected to audio. I don't know if she has anything or not.
Okay.
There's no one here.
All right. Moving on. Report. Steve Carter, claims and financials.
Financials for the month of November for Hudson-Saucony, ending balance $2,592,336.95. Paid out engineering claim in the amount of $144,473 for the month, and had interest income of $11,668 for the month. For Rolling Prairie, ending balance of $161,405.18. Receipts for the month, $14,952. Operating disbursements of $3,039. Interest income of $277, and a refund of a claim, or I'm sorry, a refund of a lien, $1,344.72. We went ahead and paid the bond principal and interest, transferred that to Bank of New York. Plus the county loan payment, those disbursements totaled $9,015. Of the $161,405, $129,091 is in the operation and maintenance fund, $5,666 in debt service reserve, and $26,647 in the bond and interest account. For the toll road, we had one receipt for the month of November, $26,960. Disbursements of $22,247. Interest income $1,716. Ending balance $446,333.93, of which $101,701.26 is in the Horizon checking account or the operation and maintenance fund. And the remainder is in the Hoosier Fund, which totals $344,542.67.
Okay. And then the claims you have in the amount of $57,461.89.
I believe that's correct. Yeah. And then I think all the usual suspects are on there, and then I think there's $29,000 included in that and change for engineering on the Hudson-Saucony Lake project. Just of note, we're approving estimates for Indiana Michigan Power because the bills come in right about now for the month, and we don't want to wait another month to. We would be behind basically a good month, if not more, by the time they came in next month. So,
And also the JPR Hudson-Saucony invoice, there was an overpayment, so that invoice originally was more.
Okay.
But that's what it came down to. I don't want you thinking next month when it's a lot higher that nothing.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the claims. Any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Asbury,
Good morning. Chris Vogler here with Asbury.
Good morning.
Morning.
Don't really have anything. I did get the parts for the chlorine analyzer installed. It is functioning, but I still need to get it. Calibration of the unit still necessary. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
That's great.
Yay.
no. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. Transfer funds from Hoosier account to Hudson Saugony.
Yeah, so similar to a couple of months ago, we are in need of a transfer. Right now there's, I don't know, 5,000, 7,000, something like that in the Horizon account. And we've approved a claim today for 29, so we're already negative, let's say 25 for this month before the transfer.
Got that, Big John?
And then whatever next month is, so let's just say that's like 150 to be safe. So we probably need to transfer about 200,000 would be my recommendation.
Okay. That'll take us through January.
Yes.
Make a motion to approve that. Sir?
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion and a second to.
Motion of 200,000, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
There's a motion and a second to transfer 200,000 from the Hoosier account to the Hudson Saugony account. Are there any questions on the motion? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. JPR billing, collection, liens.
Okay, nothing more than what I have in the report. We're getting ready and liens will be filed in January. You have any questions?
No, ma'am.
No. Any comments?
No.
Okay, moving on. Phase 2 update.
Hey guys, phase 2
Morning.
update. I don't really have anything beyond what I discussed last month. And where we left it last month is we expect about 75,000 or so in remaining funds on the project, and we were going to hold an engineering committee meeting to go over the cost estimate of all the line items I'd put together last month to discuss it, and we just never got around to scheduling that engineering committee meeting.
Not with the holiday, and we moved up the meeting, so I will email Jerry. I thought he would be here. I can get some dates, but I'll email Jerry and see when we can meet.
I thought we might be able to discuss it in here, but if we'll probably do it at Jerry's office. It's probably crucial. He's part of the conversation. Other than that, I don't have anything further on phase 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Hudson Saugony.
So on Hudson Saugony, also don't have a whole lot this month. Just wanted to let you know that we are going to be reaching out to Asbury sometime in early January to hold a meeting there to discuss the scope of proposed improvements at the wastewater plant as part of the phase 1 project. Those would be minor improvements. On collection system, we are continuing on with preliminary plan and profile drawings for Saugony Lake only as part of that phase 1 project. Continuing work on electrical distribution system design and continuing to meet with property owners as a part of that. We are meeting with property owners for both lakes, so we're not just limiting it to only Saugony at this time. We're still pursuing easement packages for property owners at both lakes. Kind of the last thing I had here was involving the purchase of the property for Pump Station 7 on Saugony Lake. I kind of expected Ken to be on this call. I guess he's not on here. But we received a counteroffer from the property owner on that property. I am not privy to what that counteroffer was, and I thought Ken was going to be on today to discuss it with you guys.
It was substantially more than what was offered. I take it.
I'm not sure.
I'll find out and email you guys.
And that was for property?
That's for the pump station property.
Okay.
Kind of in the northeast corner of Saucony Lake.
Okay.
Right, just south of the toll road there. That property is adjoining the toll
Okay.
road right of way.
Sounds good.
So other than that, we're gonna continue work on into next year.
Okay. All right.
Regarding funding, I can tell you that Ken said the Ready Grant application is almost ready. It's not due till 19th of January, but they're gonna submit it the first week.
Okay.
And then the next meeting, on the 27th, that evening, we need to have all members available to go to that meeting, the one you and Ken went to. So we need to have, and I will get that date and place and time and send everybody a calendar invite.
That's regarding the funding with council?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
The
Yep.
ERP.
but those are the two things I reviewed with Ken.
So the Ready Grant's due before that meeting.
Yeah.
The application
right.
is yes.
Different pots of money.
Okay.
Just, Jennifer, you said the 27th, right? I just
Yes,
want to put it in here.
I believe it's
tentatively.
the fourth Monday of the
Fourth
month.
Monday,
Because it's
yeah.
the
You're
evening
at
before
6
ours.
p.m. Okay.
The 22nd.
7? Is that 20?
She's in another year.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait.
She's in
Okay.
2023. January.
No, I'm on 24. You
Oh,
guys
okay.
said January 24, correct?
Yeah.
It's
27th.
the fourth Monday, whatever that is.
Fourth Monday at 6.
Okay, well, doesn't say the 27th. but-
Okay. Anything else for Hudson Saucony?
That's all I've got.
Any comments for Dan? Nothing?
No.
All right. Moving on, Executive Committee, Engineering Committee,
There was none.
Vacant Lot Policy.
I forwarded that policy to Barry for his review, so maybe next month we'll have something on that.
Correct.
Okay.
And then, I know we're still waiting with Amanda, to figure out the inspection process. So, hopefully we'll have something next month on that as well.
Okay. Moving on, new business. Next meeting, January 23rd.
Yep.
Is that a Tuesday?
You know, it is. And the meeting is the 22nd, just so you all put that
It
in
is the
calendar
22nd.
correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, who said 20?
It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, council confirmed.
22nd.
What more do you
yeah.
need?
Fourth Monday.
No, what's important?
Yeah, it's at, I think it's 6 p.m.
Yep.
Right?
At 6 p.m. Yeah, that's the right. Yep.
Thank you.
Right.
Pre-agenda meeting, January 16th, 9 a.m.
Yep, that's just for the few that are there.
Got it.
Do you have the dates attached?
Yeah, she's got it on there.
Absolutely.
For the 2024 meeting dates.
Yep.
It's just a little hard to confirm that.
Anything look good?
Good.
We probably need a motion second for those dates.
Okay, I make a motion to approve those meeting dates for 2024.
Second.
Is November and December on there?
Yeah, and I think if you turn it over, or it should be,
Or scroll down.
The
Or scroll down, sorry,
26th,
forgot.
before- Yep, and the 24th, but we'll have to change them.
that's what I'm thinking, we'll end up changing that date.
4th, yeah. Okay.
26.
So we'll approve them as presented.
Correct.
Yep.
Motion second. Proceed to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Property owner,
Okay, so I found out that, I received an application for connection and then sent them a message saying you are not in the Rolling Prairie Phase 2. And then found out from Jerry and from this guy that, he was approved in May. Okay, so apparently he said Jerry approved him in May to connect. Well, this is apparently part of the agreement, and then Jerry sent me the city ordinance saying people can connect, you know, to the force main we have out there going from Rolling Prairie into the city.
Yeah.
But in the midst of all of that, so I need to have you approve that because now JPR is doing all of the inspection and stuff. And I believe there is a fee they have to pay as well, according to your ordinance.
I'm really confused. Can you sort of lay it down in layman terms?
How the city's involved, right?
How is this? I thought if it's not in the district.
Well, it is in the district because your territory goes from one county line to the other. So it is in the district. And they are located right by your force main. I think it's on 2.
02.
State Road 2.
So because of those two items, he can.
No, he can't. That's why I'm bringing it to this board. Okay?
I'm confused.
Either Jerry misunderstood or the property owner misunderstood. But Jerry cannot just approve for him to connect. It has to come to this board, and you guys have to approve that connection.
Yeah, the issue isn't necessarily do we want to increase the customer base and would this be an appropriate customer? Probably the answer for that is yes. The issue is it just didn't follow probably the normal protocol where...
It's going to now, this one.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the other one yet I found out about. So this one we're going to deal with first,
So-
and then I will go back.
And we don't know. It could be, I mean, we don't know the gory details of the conversations between that potential ratepayer and Jerry.
Yeah.
But
And it could be he just misunderstood what Jerry was
Absolutely.
saying. I'm not saying Jerry.
it could be Jerry said, yeah, we have the capacity to serve that, blah, 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 and they didn't get into the details of it needs to be approved by the district because it's in the district's jurisdiction. So we don't know how it happened, but fortunately we found out about it.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure it doesn't happen in the future.
We'll remedy it.
But it sounds like it may have happened one additional time that Jennifer can get into, but
Yeah, we're going to go with this one first, if you guys
So,
are okay.
yeah. So at this
Did he
point,
hire a contractor to tap into the line? I mean, wouldn't, before somebody taps in?
Yes, one of the contractors that did a lot of the Rolling Prairie is contacted me. And I got his insurance, I got all the information, so I'm gonna do it the right way. So this one is gonna be done properly. But according to your ordinance, he has to pay a fee, so
Pay like-
that is what you guys want, right? He needs to pay the
I would
connection
say
fee.
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connection fee.
Need to go by your review by the district engineer also,
Yes.
especially when it can be connected directly to a force main.
you might want to head to the mic, Dan.
Some grinder pumps.
These topics also need to be reviewed by us, by
Yeah.
the district engineer
Makes
before
sense.
approval, especially when being connected to a force main. And that's because if you have two pumps pumping against each other, that
Problematic, right?
could create some capacity issues. Probably won't at the size of pumps we're talking about here.
Tap into it.
But
Oh my.
it needs to at least be looked at and verified before it's approved.
Will you guys check it out then?
So, yeah, I would make the motion contingent upon engineer's review and approval.
Okay. I make that motion.
So it's motion to approve this connection?
For a new property owner on State Road 2,
Contingent upon the engineer's review and the connection fee
And approval. Yeah.
and approval.
Second.
And we have a second. Are there any questions on the motion? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by aye.
I.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it.
now, upon talking to the contractor, he said, well, we did one previously.
What in the?
And I said, what? When? So I got with Jerry, and Jerry sent me the information, and it was done October of 2020. And the city did the inspection.
Okay.
Okay, so, and this has never been put into billing.
So they've never paid a bill.
Nice.
That's some great service.
Yeah. Well.
Well, I think it's time we,
That's
find out
the-
about their connection as well, right, Dan? Like, we have to make sure it's a good,
Yeah, right.
solid.
So they owe 2021, 2022, and 23. 3 years of billing.
connection fee.
And
Well, I don't know if we can do that because the form she filled out, Jerry crossed off the connection fee.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we,
So,
3 years.
that's what that couple three grand or so that
Wow.
potentially
That might be more than
more.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be more than that.
So it's the board's discretion whether they want to go back to day one, whether they want to start
This
fresh and
year,
do nothing,
I
whether they
mean-
want to start at 2023. I mean, obviously,
So free.
obviously it's subject to the rate. I mean, the ratepayer ultimately will agree, or we have all sorts of
Right.
remedies at this point. But I mean, we, on a certain level, it may not be entirely their fault.
No, because it was in 20,
It was,
right?
and if they thought it was approved, there was an official out there approving it, inspecting it, looking at it. On the flip side, if
They kind of
had our cable bill and we were getting
Yeah.
cable for 3 years and never got a bill, at some point you might think, well, I wonder if I owe my cable bill. But so there is no right or wrong answer. It's really subject to whatever the board
But
wants to do.
The big thing is how did this get through the cracks?
Yeah.
That's so.
city approved it all.
First off, I'm not sure your guidelines and us inspecting the connections was officially set up till 2021.
Okay.
I was
So-
saying it's not inappropriate that the city would have inspected that connection because they're kind of acting as your operator.
Yeah. So would it, in that case, would it be more of a grandfathered in? Because we'd have our requirements till 2021. This was
You still had requirements for
Installed.
Rolling Prairie and
Oh, yeah.
everything, and it
Right.
was with the city.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it didn't come before this board for approval, therefore, or billing information. So the issue is, I mean, it's too late, it's already
yeah.
connected.
The fees, we already had the fees established when they set up, when they got the inspection
Yeah.
from the city.
But I think we gotta look at that form, and I don't know if Barry was copied in that email or not, but the amount was crossed off for the fee.
The connection fee, right? So
Right.
now we just have to decide if we want her to pay, what year, if we want her to pay this year.
Yeah, that's what I need to know.
What's their monthly out there?
7860.
So even if she paid 23,
I would.
I would not go back 3 years, honestly.
Yeah, I say the minimum is 2023, and obviously we can work something out with them.
You guys.
When did we have the new guidelines in?
Year later, right?
Was it
21. I think sometime
It would have been
summerish or late.
It would have been
fall.
late 21 because the
How about my
system was installed in
recommendation is
21.
whenever we had the new guidelines, whatever that date was from then till now, they should pay that amount.
That could be pretty sizable.
Well,
I mean, they're not going to have the connection fee, so they did get, that's out of the picture, but,
yeah, but you're already
yeah.
you're already knocking off 20 and most of 21.
Yep.
You could always make the argument we could charge it for all 3 years.
Yeah, that was my argument.
I mean, we have a legal standing to charge for all 3 years. So, I mean,
I'm really comfortable with just
it
23.
depends how Christmassy you are.
Well, Marcia, I
I know,
understand.
you're more in the business realm, so I get it. So
I understand that, but we're also setting up precedents.
Yeah.
I believe she was on the email, and
I think that's fair.
she never replied or said anything
I think that's
during
fair what you
mine and Jerry's.
recommend. I think that's fair what you recommend.
that's fine. Let's
From
go
the
with Mark's
standards.
recommendation then. And
Mark?
that's
That was late 2021 on.
When was the standards established?
Yeah, we have to figure out when that.
We'll have to look and see when it was adopted, but I think it was,
yeah.
Sometime
Fine,
in
Mark, yeah.
fall.
How about a recommendation that you do so that you don't have to worry about what date in 21, you do 22 and 23
Yeah.
I think that,
to make life simpler and easier.
It's easier.
From 22 to 23.
And they have to know that, like you stated,
Getting the services and not
they've
paying.
been getting services for 3 years, and that's kind of suspicious. You know, any
Send them a letter or something.
yeah, something for
Follow up. Just don't send them a bill.
no, yeah.
I got that.
Agree.
Jennifer did. She put her on an email, didn't you?
Well, Jerry, when I asked for inspection documents and all that forms and everything, he sent me that and he copied someone, which I'm assuming is the property owner. So she would know. And then I replied, well, then she owes 3 years
years.
worth of invoices
Wow.
that she hasn't been charged, and I've heard nothing. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds great.
okay, so motion to invoice the property owner for the years of 2022 and 2023.
Correct.
Who made the motion?
Mark.
And you might want to have that motion also just approve the connection once and for all, just to kind of make it official. Even
Once
though
it's approved by,
absolutely subject
Subject
to
to
the
your
review, like the last one.
Of subject to approval of the district engineer.
So, is there a second?
second,
So we have a motion to collect fees for 2022 and 2023 and approve the connection contingent upon the engineer's review.
Correct.
And what, we don't have to give an address, but where generally is this property? Just to have, so
State Road 2.
that, there you go.
That's Daryl.
wow.
I don't have my documents with me. I left everything, otherwise I could tell you.
From the ports
okay.
That gentleman.
ports are rolling.
No, absolutely.
The ports are rolling 3.5 miles somewhere in there.
That's
No,
okay.
that's
Not on
new one. I
39,
see that one.
not on 35. That's good enough.
It's like everybody's on State Road 2 there that's doing the connection.
Oh, yeah,
And I
that's
think
all.
Jerry knows going forward that, you know,
Come before
he
the-
can't talk or approve. They need to all come to me so that the proper paperwork's filled out and the proper fees are paid, and
Sure.
it needs to come to this board and the engineer for review.
You get enough grinder stations along that force main, it's going to start affecting the ability to pump.
Because we do know in the stuff that Jerry sent, the pump that was put in is different, or the grinder that was put in is different than what you currently have. So that is one thing that,
But
Yeah, I could see that being.
right now, there's only 2 grinders, right? There's the 2 properties on 2.
well, the other one
Hooked
isn't
up.
done yet,
But
but
yeah, but you only gotta have 2 though. There's only 1 right now.
so far,
Right, okay.
And I mean, it's a comparable pump. It's a reputable pump manufacturer. It's not
Okay.
like it'll be an issue, but
It's
Okay.
interesting how willy-nilly you're connecting to our, wow.
there's only 2.
Well, they kind of got it by us for 3 years.
Yep.
Well, they got a good deal.
Yeah.
They,
Actually, yeah, they're not paying what,
you're
16 months or so, or 18 months free.
Okay.
I want
What's
the
next?
deal.
You know this and that.
Moving on to old
did
business.
you vote on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, we voted.
You did?
So, yeah,
But you got a first and a second. You got the,
We didn't vote.
you didn't do
Oh.
aye.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
my fault.
Okay, we still have a motion and a second on the floor. Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Old business, rate ordinance.
Yep, that's still me, and I will get that and get the committee scheduled meeting
Yeah.
first of the year.
Thank you.
That's it.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. Any questions? Proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by word aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it.
Aye.
Meeting
Merry
adjourned.
Christmas,
9:31.
everybody.